Welcome to musicmoveit.com, and today we're going to talk about how to get a Wikipedia page for you as an artist or for your band. Wikipedia. It has been around for a while now, and it is basically a giant online encyclopedia that people can edit and people could write articles for, or not necessarily, I guess, articles, but submit stuff to it to contribute and things like that. Now, of course, to be a recording artist or entertainer or musician or band, it is kind of important to have a Wikipedia page on you. Not only is it kind of make you notable, it gives you credibility, and it also makes you more visible in search engines because Wikipedia is indexed heavily in these search engines. So say your band's name is 456 and people type in 456 music. It's just another thing, something that will come up in search engines so people can find you. So that's pretty important. And the only thing is, with Wikipedia, they're pretty strict. So they have people who will delete a submission instantly if they think it's not credible or if it just doesn't belong in Wikipedia. What a lot of artists and bands do not understand or realize is to be included in Wikipedia, you have to have some notoriety. You have to kind of have some amazing things that you've done and that you can prove, basically, with like resources and things like that. Now, there's no guarantee once your article is submitted to them, there's no guarantee that you will get in. It's all up to their editors. So they have people that edit it and police it, and they will delete a page before it even hits. So now, if you want to have a standing chance of getting a Wikipedia page, you, for sure, should not write it yourself. They want an unbiased page. So they say that someone else should write it for you. A fan, maybe, I don't know, somebody that I know there's websites where people write Wikipedia pages for people. So you can do one of those. You could get your manager to do it even. So as long as it's not done yourself, they frown heavily upon that. They want it to be unbiased. They want it like a neutral point of view. Now, another thing you got to understand is Wikipedia is not for promoting your records. It is just information on you and things you've accomplished. It's not for promoting you as an artist. It's, you can't go and update it to promote an album, things like that. So keep that in mind. It's not for that. You'll get deleted quick if you do that stuff. But whoever you get to write it for you, you can give them kind of what you wanted to say, but you must give them resources to what you're trying to include in there. For instance, say you were on you signed a independent record deal, but the independent label is pretty popular. You want to mention that, you should have a link from a reliable source saying that you were signed at one point. Now, this reliable source cannot be your own website. It's got to be something like a news source or a news article or an interview you did or something credible, like a newspaper, an online newspaper, or they're very picky with this stuff. So the more reliable sources you have references that link to what you're saying on your page, the better chance you'll have. So don't just take stuff like, you can't, like if you had an album out at one point and it was at like bestbuy.com, your source should not be a link to bestbuy.com that it's selling there, or amazon.com. They won't accept stuff like that. You know what I mean? They want reliable sources, credible stories. Like, if you want to get on this page, honestly, you got to have some popularity to you. If, like, things like, you should be notable somehow, some way. Like, you can mention awards you've gotten. Have you been nominated for an award in your state for music or something like that? Have you written songs or played with some notable artists that are popular? Have you done some interviews with, papers, newspapers, magazines, things like that? Websites that are popular. Have you been on Rolling Stone or something, or, things like that? Have you had radio play nationally, or like through like Sirius XM, something like that? Have you charted? Were you certified gold ever, or something like that? Things like that are important to include, and they kind of want to see this type of stuff. Now, I'm not saying you have to be a gold-selling artist, but they're looking for things along those lines. You can't just be any garage band or a local country star, or you can't be a local hip-hop artist and expect to get a page just like that if you haven't done anything. You got to prove yourself. So if you want a page and you don't really have any reliable sources to link to for what you've done, wait to have one written and build some up, because if you don't really have anything to say on this page, it's going to be deleted. And it's got to be neutral. You can't say like, 456 band is the hottest band in America. They don't want to hear that stuff. I mean, you could always reword stuff like 456 band is critically acclaimed, or things like that. Just make it sound normal. Whoever's writing it for you, have them write it normal, unbiased, and facts, and links and resources to these facts. It's very important. The way to do it also, obviously, you go to Wikipedia. It's simple. You just go to their site, you sign up, and they have a whole section about contributing. And then there's like a form, and it's a whole thing. It's like there's a form you fill out, I believe, and then you write the article. There's lines for all the, sources where you got your information from, and then you click submit. If it's going to get deleted, it's going to get deleted pretty quick, because they're fast and they know what they want and what they don't want. So let's go over it quickly again. Do not write it yourself. Have someone else write it, a fan, your manager. Hire someone to do it. Go on Fiverr.com. I've mentioned this website before. Fiverr.com, I believe it is. Something like that. And you can hire someone to write articles for you, and for $5. There's so many cool jobs on there you can find. Find someone else to do it for you. You just have to hand them or email them all the stuff about you with your links to, where to find this information at. Remember, it's not for promotion. It's just for information about you. That's it. Have reliable sources. The reliable source should not be from your website. It can't even be, if it's a newspaper and it just mentions that you're playing at this venue, that's not a reliable source, really. That's nothing. Anybody could do that almost. It's got to be important stuff. Interviews. I guess, man, I don't know if CD reviews would even count, really, but definitely interviews. It's hard, because if you're not a major artist, it's kind of hard to get on there. I've known several indie artists that have done it, but they tour. That's another thing to mention, any kind of touring, or if you've opened up for certain artists, but always have the facts, the links, the resources to back it up and to prove it. That's what they want. The more you have, the better. And that's basically it. That's really all it is to be said about it, to get a Wikipedia page. If you're still on a local, regional level and you haven't done a ton, it's a crapshoot. If you're somewhat on more of you're touring multiple states, you have a national record out, you don't have to have a top 10 record, but you're doing things, and maybe you've charted top 100 indie albums, you have a better chance. So keep that in mind. If you haven't done anything, I wouldn't really try until you've gained some credits to yourself. So that's the best way I can explain it, and the best way to do it, basically. So I hope that helps. I know it's a little weird kind of trying to explain it, but that's what they want, basically. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Keep leaving comments of what kind of stuff you want to hear. And I'll see you next video. Thank you. Thanks for watching my videos. And I wanted to tell you about a few things. I'm going to leave some links in the description below So make sure you take advantage of them. I want you to check out and download our ebook. It's a step-by-step guide to release your own music from start to finish. Check out the link below. It's called Release Your Own Music, a step-by-step guide. Download that today. Also, Jango Radio. It's a streaming service like a Pandora. And they're doing a special offer with me where they're giving artists and bands 100 spins on their streaming station. You just got to click the link below. You can only use this link to get that offer, and you must be a new Jango user. It's an excellent opportunity to get your music out there to more people. Check it out, click the links, and we'll see you soon. Thanks.